Well, now it's Friday. Just spent 2 days at the Salt River. I figured, what the heck, let's head over to Tempe Town Lake, right here off of rural Scottsdale Road and the 202. And we're going to go for some catfish and bass. It's only supposed to be 117 today, so let's see what we can do. It's almost 9 a.m. on Friday, June 18th, I believe. It's supposed to be 117 today. I just spent the last 2 days at the Salt River on my other video. Decided to come down here to Tempe Town Lake. Been catching a lot of little bass, couple little bass over there at Salt River. I want to see if I can get a bigger bass and maybe a catfish. Try a few hours here. I'm a glutton for punishment in this heat. So this bridge right here, this is the rural bridge slash Scottsdale Bridge off of the 202 into Tempe. So we're going to be fishing right off here to try to cast into the shadows. I also have a catfish pole with me. I'm going to be using a hot dog. It's a cooked hot dog and a piece of salami that I marinated in some garlic, minced garlic, and some catfish chicken liver bait. So we'll try that first, and then I also have some bacon, which works really good. So I'm going to leave it out here to stew in the sun, and then I've got my other rod set up with a jointed Rapala crankbait. We're going to try that out here into the shadows along the shore here and see what we can get. Alright, put the head cam on. I'm hoping we'll get something. I had one chaser actually on this brat. I've seen fish moving. One just moved right out there, one over there, so there's definitely fish here. I guess they have to deal with this temperature too, so they gotta eat. Nobody else is out here throwing anything at them, so and maybe if the other fish are a little less active because of the temperature, me moving something through the water might attract them. I've got the catfish pole under the bridge in the shadows. I've seen other people catch bass on, like, you know, food and stuff, so who knows. My goal is just one fish for the hour drive out here and scorching hot heat. Oh, how about that? There's the first one right there. Let's hope he's hooked. He's swimming right at me. I don't know how good of a hook set I got. Oh, he just fell off. Hopefully you guys saw that right there. I didn't get a good hook set on him because he swam right at me. But it looked like a smaller bass, but definitely bigger than what I've been getting at Salt River. Well, that was a nice sign. Hopefully that showed up. I just could not set the hook. As soon as he hit, I went to set the hook and he swam directly at me, and I could not get the hook set on him. But that's a great start. I believe it was a small bass. I don't think it was a trout. Just probably tried to goose him a little bit there to get that hook set. And he was also going towards my catfish pole line, and I did not want that to happen. But you know what? At this point in time, that's a good start. I'll take a bite. My goal is to try to catch a bass, like a decent bass. All the ones I was getting at the Salt River were little babies. But again, a fish is a fish. I'm just happy to catch something. Every once in a while I get lucky and I get a decent one, like that trout yesterday. I don't know how well he showed up in the video, but he was definitely the biggest I've caught. He was fat. and heavy. Not long. Now it might be an hour before I get another bite, but as the day gets warmer, I feel like my chances are going to get slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. I do want to come back in the evening after dark with my son, and we can set up a couple catfish poles. Might have a better chance at getting a night bass or catfish. We've caught quite a few channels out of here, but I have yet to catch a flathead, which I'd really like to do. Well, let's try one last cast over in that area where that fish bit me. Oh, catfish pole. Look at that, look at that, look at that, look at that. Oh dang, he's running, he's running, he's running, he's running, he's running, he's running. Somebody's drinks here. Let's see what we got here. Looks like he's still on there. Ah, the bell, the music to your ears. We definitely got a catfish on there, I'm pretty sure. He took off running with this thing. He feels pretty strong, but I have not caught a catfish in a while. I've only been getting trouts and small bass, so right now he's coming at me, so we'll see. We need to try to get him to a little bit more shallower area, probably, if we're going to try to scoop him out. And he feels like kind of a smaller catfish. He's not taking any drag. A little bit. Yep, looks like a smaller size cat. Let's see what we got. It's always fun to try to land these by yourself. A decent sized little catfish. Oh, and I see another fish right in front of me. See that one right there? It's a carp. Just swimming right there. Checking things out. Come over here and I'll net both of you. Alright. Well, we accomplished one of our goals today, which was to get a fish. Let's put him over here for a second. I need to get the pliers. I brought a scale, but I don't think there's any point in weighing this guy. He's not like a big boy. He's a nice size, but decent little size. Decent catfish. Nice channel. Say hello to the camera. You know, I mean, if you were going to eat one, they'd be a good eating size. Let's get him back out there. It's a hot day. And that carp, look, he's still sitting there. There's lots of carp in here. He's just hanging out right there. I think that's what I saw, because he's a dark-skinned colored one, and there was one over here that was as big as that catfish that was eating something that was floating. I thought it was like a big catfish at first, because usually the ones in here are like gold or whitish colored, but he's definitely a dark colored one. Alright, what else can we try in here? This guy's got the same bill. I'm going to go back to the brat face. Let's go back to the brat. We did get a fish on this that we lost, so something actually bit this and hooked themselves and fell off, so let's go with the devil we know. It seems to have a good travel depth. It's not getting hung up on anything. It's not picking up garbage on the bottom. Probably stick with this one and the jointed Rapala. That one's always done well for me. It is definitely getting hot. It feels so much hotter than at the river. It must have been a little cooler by that running water. Maybe the altitude's a little higher, I don't know. This is dead center of town, so this is a freaking oven. I mean, I don't blame the fish if they don't want to eat today. It's too hot. Sometimes you can... We used to fish from under the bridge there to get some shade. Set up some chairs and just cast in between the two poles there. I mean, if you get anything decent... Oh! I think I got one. Again, swimming right at me. Maybe we can keep this guy on. Looks like another little bass. Oh wait, is that a bass or a trout? That's a bass. He's double hooked in there pretty good. Come here, buddy. Let's get him out. I mean, he's probably around the size of the ones from the river, or maybe a hair bigger, but we got to be happy that we caught a fish. So another small bass. Look at that guy on the brat. He went for it. Maybe it's the guy I lost earlier. Yeah. Again, we got a couple fish, so we gotta be happy about that. See you later, bud. Right under the bridge. I was about to walk over there, but he bit onto the brat. It's over 110, I think. It's getting definitely too hot, so we did get one catfish and one small bass. Lost another one, so I think we need to come back at night or early morning. It's just getting too hot to be out here during the day. Here's one last look at Tempe Town Lake. It's a big lake. It's just a long straight body of water. Like I said, lots of places you can fish here. And I'll see you guys on my next one.